Well, hello guys, it's Alan here. Well, I hope you enjoy the intro. Well, today I'm going to talk about using flashlight during the day, and let's get started. So there are basically two ways of doing it. The first one is to use a trigger and a flashlight both with high-speed sync function. And do be aware of this because I am a victim of this, alright? You need to make sure the camera that you own is compatible with the trigger that you bought. Because I'm using a Sony camera, but the trigger that I bought is a Canon mount. Alright, the hot shoe, it will trigger the flashlight, but the only function that is left is manual. I mean, the flashlight is manual, so it doesn't have TTL function, it doesn't have high-speed sync function. So what do? Well, here is another solution for this. You can choose to use this. This is a ND filter. For this particular filter, this is actually a variable ND filter. You know, the tinted level can change. It's better for video work actually. So why do we use this? Imagine this. You're in broad daylight. Because you're shooting portraits. You usually don't go over f4 when you're shooting portraits, I guess. And even if you're using ISO 100, the shutter speed is still way higher than the flash sync speed, and it is usually 200 or 250th a second. And what do? You need to make sure the ambient exposure is below 200th a second, right? So you need this to cut off the light so that the shutter speed is now slower than 200th a second, and now the flashlight can work normally. Because if you go over the flash sync speed, it will create a black bar on the image. It is just not flattering at all. So make sure you don't go over the flash sync speed. Yeah, this is a cheap workaround, I would say. I'm not gonna lie, this is a very cheap ND filter, and this one would definitely diminish the image sharpness and might even cause vignetting at wider focal length. But for portrait work, sometimes I don't want my image to be that sharp, so I can live with that for now. And for vignetting, I think, yeah, I can compensate that in post-processing. So these are basically two ways of doing it. And because I also do video work, and using ND filter is more beneficial at videography side. So that's just something to take into consideration. If you do both of this work, well, I would say if it is possible, get yourself a good quality ND filter would be a smart investment, I would say, because yeah, it can do both. Why not? If you shoot photography work for a majority, then having a high-speed sync flash would definitely be helpful, because you don't have to screw on that filter every time you shoot or you change lenses. Yep. And here's I think I'm gonna wrap up this video in real quick. Well, first I will have to shout out to Alex from Germany. Talking to you on Instagram back and forth it gives me the drive to keep making videos, because sometimes I could lost my momentum And at this critical moment, with that little push, and I just feel like I can keep going on and on and on. So thank you, man. This is just heartwarming to read your messages that you enjoy my work and find my work to be helpful. And actually, you know, talking to you guys or reading those comments, those constructive comments, is helping me to get a picture of what you guys would need and what you guys would want to see in the future video. I would take that into consideration, and I'll make videos about those topics that you would like to see. So yeah, what else? Oh, recently I'm planning on another photo shoot. It's either at the end of April or the beginning of May. I don't know, it's not settled down yet, but there will be one, and I'll try to find someone to shoot the process or record the process that I'm shooting. I think it's going to be interesting. And I recently purchased another film camera. And some Color Plus, Kodak Color Plus. This is ASA 200 or ISO 200. So I think they're good for daylight. Yeah, if you find this video to be helpful, please subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram. I will try to update regularly, all right? I will try to update regularly. All right, that's it. See you guys. Bye.